Hello, Taurus. Just thought I'd come here and drop a reading for you. How the heck are you? Thought I'd drop a reading just before we get into the next week. I think I just lost track of the days legit. Honestly, some days it's like that. Time is not a thing where I live. And before I know it, it's like, what? It's not. It's Friday. No, Mom, my son says it's Sunday. All right, here we go. Let's get at it here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Just for the weekend here, or just for the Sunday, really, because you will have the sneak peek coming tomorrow, right? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What do we got to tell Taurus, please? What's the most important thing that Taurus needs to know? Taurus Collective, please. All right, we're just going to fall on out. Thank you so much for that. So we've got the Eight of Cups, Taurus, and the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So it's in Taurus fashion. It has taken you a long time to get to here. What's at the top of your mind is beginning again, or materializing something. You're going to begin, I think you're going to start materializing some of your, the things you've been dreaming about. Yeah, and those things are going to start to materialize here because I think that's what you want. You may have recently, Taurus, pulled away from something that was emotional for you, or it was really hard to walk away, is what I want to say. I feel like at some point you realized that you were worth more than the Eight Cups. And I don't think the Eight Cups was terrible, but I think that, that's what happens sometimes when you change vibration and the person you're with doesn't. So it may have been that kind of situation where you'd stop resonating with the person that you're with because you're changing vibrational levels and they're not willing to change with you. So I feel like you had to pull away from something. You felt that the vibration just, you two just were not there on the same vibration. And I don't think it was something you took lightly. I think that your heart was heavy as you walked away. But I also believe that you know your worth and that you're walking towards the Two Cups. You're walking towards the sun. You're walking towards growth, right? Sometimes we keep ourselves in a situation that, because it's scary to go to the next level by yourself, and that's the truth. And those of you who've been through the awareness process, put your hand up and let me know how that worked for you. You know that your friends start dropping off. You start looking around you and realizing that you're exactly like the 5 people that you spend most of the time with. And if you're looking at those people saying that they're liars or cheaters, or you're talking about behind their backs about them doing this and that, you know what? Just look at them. Do you want to be like them? Because you're like the first 5 people that you hang out with. So I think that you are, after a long time, possibly for some of you, I think after looking at the situation, going over the details, being really sort of self-critical, knowing your position, I feel like you looked at the situation and went over the details, and that it took you a long time to do that, but I think that you decided to walk away from something here. That's what it looks like here. Tell me more about Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, if you are interested in a private read, please know that I have a sale on right now. Please look for all the flowers in the description. There's a description of all of the deals that you can get over at Wizio. All right, it's up to $15 off. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think it came after a conversation. I think you just finally had to be honest. You had to be really honest and transparent with, for some of you, it could be with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, but we also have Leo here. So it could be that, that you got some clarity about the situation and realized that you couldn't move on. You had to pull away from this thing emotionally because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you anymore. And I think you just had to be honest with someone that, I don't think this is for me. So either this hasn't happened yet, I believe. Yeah, I feel like for some of you that it's the very recent past that you make the decision that you're actually going to leave, or maybe that you actually walked away. So I think that the rest of this is future energy. Yeah, after getting some clarity about, this, I'm in this thing and it is long term, and I don't think I'm going to be happy for the long term. I feel like you get clarity and growth. That's what the sun is about. That's why I was just saying with the 8 that, you're walking towards all this progression and growth, and that's exactly what it is. You go to find the 2 cups, so you can have the 10, but the sun is here. And it's all about things that grow under the sun, right? It's spiritual growth and intellectual growth and career growth. It's personal and professional growth. Everything grows under the sun. Our nails, our hair, plants, everything, right? Without the sun, everything would die. So I think that you decide to keep growing. And after looking over the situation for a while, I think that you decide to be honest with the person you're with. That you need to go find the 10 cups, right? Yeah, you're walking towards the 2. You needed to go find the 10 cups. You have a moment of clarity that you realize that you're worth more than this. If someone is only going to give you the 8 cups and not all 10, you're worth more than that. And I think that's what your realization is here in the future, that you're worth the 10 cups and you do want it. You get complete clarity that if I'm not honest with myself, I'm never going to get the 10 of cups. Sec. Oh. So I think that in the future here, it shows, I think that there's an energy here that's kind of just going to pop up. Somebody that you know, somebody that you've already built something with in the 3D world. So you've maybe been to the same dinner as they were at. Maybe they're a friend of a friend and you see them like Christmas, or you know what I mean? Like it feels like you've already built some sort of established pentacle type relationship, which hasn't grown very much, but you two are on each other's team. I think that maybe you could know each other from a work thing. Maybe you either do the same work, or you're in this, like maybe you're all nurses, or maybe you're all doctors, I don't know, but rodeo clowns, I don't know. But I think that you have some sort of I want to say you have some sort of a pentacle tether to somebody here, and I think that they pop up in your life again. Somebody who you probably haven't seen or talked to in a while, because the Page of Cups is here. So they're only giving you affection. But understand that this is something that comes in, and you thought, when pigs fly, right? And the universe is like, yeah, bruh, pigs are flying right now. It's pig flying season. So I feel like somebody that you have affection for, or has affection for you, somebody that you already know, who's already in your vortex, I want to say, right? Somebody who's already in and around your life, someone you've already met. It does not feel like you've ever dated this person before. This is a pentacle relationship. It has nothing to do with cups. I think that you have clarity that you're looking for cups, but I think that this person pops up and they are a pentacle-like connection for you. They are not a love connection, but this person has, I believe, deep respectful affection for you. We have the Fool in reverse. This person is gonna, wow, Taurus, this person's gonna apologize for not taking the leap of faith with you. This is someone who's probably quite intellectual. This is Aries energy, but the Fool in the reverse is, be careful, because she's just taken the fall. She got the amethyst in hand, and she doesn't know what's down there, right? Could be rocks, could be sharks, could be alligators, right? She doesn't care. She's just taking a leap. I think that the person that pops up in your life is giving you an apology for not taking the leap with you. And it's going to be, this person's going to tell you that at the time of what? Sorry, just listening. So much. Hang on. Okay, so Page of Cups. So at the time that you knew this person, or know this person. I think that they're in your past or semi in your past. You know what I mean? Like you probably only see them when you have the get together 3 times a year or something. You don't have any beef with this person. You've never dated them before. But I think when this person pops up, that they are going to tell you that there is no way that they could accept your opportunity because their hands were tied. There may have been things that they were thinking, that they had themselves in this mental prison where they felt like they couldn't move away from that thought pattern. I was watching TikTok the other day, and it said it's all in your imagination, and it showed a girl walk up to a horse who did not have a bridle in her hand, and she started bridling the horse as though she had one. And when she pretended to grab the rope to walk away, the horse followed her. And even though she had not put the bridle on, and then it stopped for a moment and looked back like, wait a second. I think that's what this is. I think that somebody was in sort of a mental state where they were in patterns they could not break, and I think it was the Emperor. So I feel like it feels like that with the horse. That this person thought they were trapped wherever they were. They thought they couldn't get out of it. They thought their hands were tied. There was nothing they could do. But it was an illusion that they had created here, right? Her hands are not tied. It's the illusion she created. And that's why this person did not take the leap with you, I feel, when you knew each other back here. Because I think this person had affection for you back here. I just don't think that there's ever been any dating between you. So what I want to say is that somebody here is taking charge of their thought pattern. And I think it is your person. It could be an Aries, doesn't have to be, but understand the Emperor is all the kings. The Emperor is a person, could be, in this reading, but also is just an energy, right? Of taking charge, of being the person who is not scared to be up front, very brave, very strategic. I feel like the Emperor has realized that they had themselves in a self-imposed prison, and that's why they couldn't take the leap with you back there. The Emperor was burdened. I really do feel that this particular Emperor wants to speak with you because they are feeling burdened, but they don't know whether to come to you or not. They're feeling an indecision because this person doesn't know if you're seeing someone or, the stories they've told themselves in their head is that there has to be competition for you. Yeah, and so I think that's why they haven't come forward yet. It's always been their intention, though. Even though they're waiting right now, but I feel like it's always been their intention. They've been manifesting you here. They wanted to move forward. Their gut has been nagging at them to move forward. It's like they're manifesting you, but the universe is like, you're the one that's got to go forward. What are you doing? And so they're getting the nag on the gut to move forward, to take action toward you here. Yeah. So I think that in the process of realizing your worth, in the process of deciding to walk away to find the other 2 cups, that you find this person who you already know who has become an emperor. I don't think they were an emperor when you saw them last. In fact, they could have been the Page of Cups. This person has gone through like a transformation. They could have been the King of Wands. So we're dealing in energies that are Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We got Pisces. We've got Aries that is in the Emperor. We've got Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Gemini over here now. And so what I wanted to say about this is that I feel that you needed to be honest about the situation at hand as it was before we come into this part of the reading here. You have to be honest with yourself. Yeah. I'm a really passionate person. I require passion, and I need to go out and find my person. So I think that's the decision that you made back here that brings us to where we are. Yeah, taking action here, moving forward. So I feel like things are moving forward here for you, Taurus, and I feel like this person is probably not that far away. I feel like you are going to get an apology, and this person that you know is probably going to show up at some point. Because not only have they been thinking about you, well, they've been glowing up, I think, I feel as though you've been thinking about them. And that's why this is going to work. Yeah, somebody wants to be seen. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks, Taurus, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm out for now. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.